we lie? Here we go. Chewy, we're falling. We're falling. Oh my God.
Lovely Diana, rain with magic, death inducer. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Her arrows darken the sky, a flight of ravens flying through. Ophir harp, dark lord melody shining through. Death inducer, raining blood, bite your lip. Bellissima in the vampire dress, cracking leather whips. Rain with your magic. Hail Satan, spells of Lucifer. Hail Satan, Catherine of the wheel. Hail Satan, the lake of fire is clear. Sing the muse. Rain with magic, death inducer. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Goat head soup, it's magic. You can have a giant rubber devil in a tight dress. Whiplash. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Mr. Sandman with the hot purple anointing cream. It knocks him out. The drugs weigh a ton. Snow blonde, do your makeup. Girl, be my private dancer. Hakate says I'm her main squeeze. Lucifer the light bearer. Myrtle of Venus.
Welcome back to Lady Babylon. This is Renaissance Portal. And today we are coming to you live from this planet. It's fantastic. Now, I need people to tell me it's a windy day. Oh my God, it's a windy day. Tell me, people, if you've got audio, because we got to make sure everything's cool. So give us a shout out for what is working and what is not. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming today. Look at this. We're out doing something special. I'm going to have some clips for you and some things to look at, but I want to discuss something first. I just got back from New York City. And let me tell you something. Finally, congregation, I found your purpose. Oh, isn't that fantastic? It's unassuming. Listen, no, people have been telling me, I want to do something for you. I want to do something, right? All along, months and months and months, and all the time, people are saying, what can you get the satanic congregation to be able to participate in? It hit me. I missed you too. Thanks. It hit me in New York. It hit me. I went to New York and I realized what the congregation can do. It is so nice to be back. It is such a beautiful time to be back. Oh God, I love it, people. Okay, so let me just hit it to you today. We're only going to get 45 minutes of power out of this or about. So let's just get right to it, people. Look, the devil told me we had to meet, did our regular meetings, talk about a contract, talk about any stipulations that have been crossed or not crossed, upsized or downsized. And he said, Alman, you've got to go on a missionary journey. Why? Why, devil? I said, why? He said, you reach out. So in New York, I want to acknowledge that there were a number of people who had come from all over. It was fantastic. I just want to tell you, we had a glorious time with the members of the congregation who were there and who were loud. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I realized, this is what we must do. We must go. You must send me. Right? You must call for me. Call for me and I will come to evangelize. This is the tour. This is the Antichristing tour of 2025. right? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. The response, people, that we're getting, right, on a mission from God. Oh, God. Hail the muse, right? Exactly. Now, people, look, just like Brian is kind of mentioning there with the muse, we're having an outstanding reaction. People are becoming free and they love it. They absolutely love it. It's an enlightenment. So that's what we're bound for that, people. We're bound for that. Now, I don't know how we're going to plan this. Yes, Chewy. Look, Chewy, people have missed you. Right? Yes. Now, look, people, look what you're saying. Come to Philly. Right? Come to Philly. I would like to come on my missionary journey to Philly, but these would have to be the rules. I can't get paid for it, number one, right? There's no payment for me. But as you all know, and as they pointed out in New York, as it being such a big deal. By the way, don't let me forget the people that came. Somebody gave me the purple from the congregation, right? Aren't you jealous? Nobody else got me purple, right? Love it. Yeah, anyway, here are the rules, right? You have to supply me with the travel. I have to be able to travel and eat, right? Travel and eat. It's a missionary journey. I'm telling you, people. Look, the Christians are doing it, right? So I have to eat and I have to travel, but I can't get any pay for it, right? I'll bring my own clothes and all that kind of stuff, right? No problem. And I will bring the message of the Antichrist to your community to open the eyes of the people there. It's quite daring. It's quite daring, but encountering the transition of the knowledge to people in a public space brought me to the point that I remembered how important that is, that one-on-one contact and whatnot. And as a special side, people said, can I get the Medea that we saw in New York? No, you can't get it. And it's a shame because it has in it a musical piece written by somebody that possesses the talent to show themselves to be a son of God. Do you understand? This is the Son of God. And you're sitting there saying, oh, no. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right? Here we go, people. We have a musical piece. And this is the new music that I am able to use. It is part of the new music. I'm reading more and more of these ancient musicians and finding them. And it's fantastic. And one of them was the creator of the new music. And it's something that the Renaissance, if you read Apollo's Lyre, the Renaissance was unable to do. Fantastic. So, people, I want to think about this, and I'll talk about this slowly over time. But I want to bring you the gospel of Jesus with the kiddies. I want to put it into a form. I want to put it into a form. We must be bold, Chewy. Right? We must be bold. I want to put it into a form that is easy for us to access and for me to use the new dithyrambic music. Oh, God. And it's not what you think, people. It's not what you think. Oh, my God. I love it. Okay. Let's go right away. Let's go right. Yeah, I am stirring. People, it's time. I need to go public, people. Should we help me out with comments here? I need to go public. Talk to me, Satanic Congregation. I hunger to go public, to come to your community and to free the minds from Jesus. I hunger for that. Oh, please, let's go. There were people there in New York who were followers of Jesus, and one of them got up and said something, and then said, blah, blah, blah. He's using AI, blah, blah. I'm not using AI to translate. That's what he was talking about. Right? I'm a classical philologist. And speaking of classical philologists, damn straight, brutal. Right? Right? That's the whole purpose of this. Excellent. Fantastic people. I want to be talking about. So what I need from you, Satanic Congregation, that I can finally find something for you to do to actively make things happen, instead of some kind of bullshit, something meaningful is to put together a schedule and to a tour. People, I need to go to different cities and tour. Right? A prophet. Devil said, become a prophet, Amen. And I was like, oh, God, devil. Right? Who am I, people? I'm a classical philologist. It's time to rip some backside. Are you ready? Are you ready from now on? Somebody opens their mouth with Septuagint. I'm just going to hurl a Septuagint at their head and say, read this. Can you read it? No. They'll be like, no, because they're all pretenders, people. They're all pretenders. Are you ready to see a pretender? Let's eat this guy alive. Let's eat him alive. Bring up. Oh, you're not bringing up anything, Chew. Here, people, I'm just going to share it with you. Okay. Wait. Yeah. No, this one. People, I want you to take a look at this clip again, and I'll be stopping it and starting it. You guys can still hear me, right? It's like a sleepover.
Now, another really important point that a lot of scholars miss is that the Septuagint is not Greek as such. It's not Greek. It's Judeo-Greek.
For people who are new to this stuff, can you explain what the Septuagint was?
So the Septuagint is this translation.
Okay, before he gets into explaining what the Septuagint is, he just said Greek, and Jewish Greek. Those two things do not exist. This is a total falsehood, but what I want you to do is I want you to look at him, and I know we've talked about this before, but you don't understand the impact. This is making real impact. This is a professor. What is his training in? He's about to say he's a classicist. He's not. He is not a classical philologist. He says that he is. He trained in the same department where he teaches at a university in Haifa, which is always a bad sign. It's called inbreeding academically. You never teach where you are taught. Okay, that's just a slight, strike one, not a big deal. What is a big deal is that he is completely making up fictionalized linguistics for you here, right? It's fantastic. Let's keep going.
Translation especially of the Torah, of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, into something that is Greek related.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying,
wait, what is going on? Something that is Greek people. Okay, look, I'm going to start again. Something that is Greek related. Is anybody getting fishy? This is fishy.
Now, another really important point that a lot of scholars miss is that the Septuagint is not Greek as such. It's not Greek. It's Judeo-Greek.
For people who are new to this stuff, can you explain what the Septuagint was?
So the Septuagint is this translation especially of the Torah, of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, into something that is Greek related.
Okay.
Into something that is Greek related. Something that is Greek related. What the hell are you talking about? Why is this happening, people, with this gentleman? Did anybody notice that as soon as Danny Jones interviewed me, it was followed up with interviews of the brothelry? This is a member of the brothel trying to set straight what Amen has released into the world. He can't control it, Gad. So they're trying to make up something, people. Do you see how big that is? This is a major university, right? This gentleman is from the religious studies department, inbred within it. He is not a classical philologist, and I wish I had been there, because if I were, I would have just taken out my copy of the Septuagint. I would have handed it to him, opened it, and said, start translating. And he would not be able to. And then I would take it and start translating for you. And you would see which one of us could speak.
The reason I'm saying Greek related, because it's not actual Greek. It's Hebrew Greek. It's Jewish Greek. It's Judeo Greek.
Ask any classical philologist, ask any lit person, ask any historian, and they will tell you there is no such thing. He's about to make the comparison to Yiddish, right? Which is absolutely stupid. It's the stupidest comparison you could possibly make. Why is that? Because the Septuagint is Greek, right? It's Greek. It's beautiful, normal Greek. And this guy, the only proof that you people could have is if I were to bring us all to you and me and this guy, and to have him to throw the Septuagint at him and say, read it. And he knows wherever he is sitting now in his brotherly, behind all of this is tourism, Israeli tourism. People, I'm telling you, I dug at Megiddo. You're supposed to find things that match the Bible. It's the job of the religious archaeologist. Okay?
It's kind of like Yiddish.
Judeo-Greek. That's
Right.
crazy. I've never heard of that before.
Right. It is. So I come from classical studies, and so I studied classical Greek for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me,
Yeah, you personally studied classical Greek for a long time. You're not a classical philologist, right? Notice he hedged it with classical studies, right? Again, all of this could be solved if I just throw a Septuagint at him.
coming into and reading the Septuagint or the New Testament, which is an extension of the Septuagint in
Not true.
terms of its language, it's
Totally not true. He'd be dead if you brought that up at a classics conference.
it was almost shocking. It was almost uncomfortable for anyone coming from classical Greek or
Right.
from Greek to read the Septuagint. Because
Okay, did you hear that? Every scholar on the planet, bring me up, big. Oh no, I can't. Every scholar on the planet, right, who has had an exposure to classical philology will tell you, we'll laugh at this, people. This is laughably, propagandistically error. It is incorrect. Couple more seconds here.
because it's not in some cases it seems to be wrong. It seems to be badly written.
Right.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I've been reading this stuff for 35 years. Septuagint is not badly written.
Some of the terms that it's using don't make sense in Greek, but when you
Not true. Absolutely untrue.
know the Hebrew term behind it, it's an exact translation into the Greek of the Hebrew term.
Interesting.
So it's Hebrew. It's really very much. I'm sure a lot of people listening to this are.
I guarantee you, based on my 35 years, I guarantee you, people, this dude has never read a full document in classical Greek. Fucking guarantee it.
Know about Yiddish. So Yiddish is Jewish German, right? It's a German language, but adopted by the.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So okay. So Yiddish is Jewish German.
Okay.
And it's the German. It's based on German language, but it has a lot of words in Hebrew, also kind of sprinkled in, and that's the same thing with the Greek of the Septuagint. It's not.
Absolutely incorrect once again. Absolutely. There is nothing sprinkled in. It is all Greek, and it is so Greek. It is incapable of being translated into their 7,000 word Hebrew. He is saying the exact opposite of the reality of the Greek text. Now, people, why would he be doing that? Religious studies, I told you, classical philologists do not trust biblical scholars. Why? Because they're not scientists, dude. They will hedge in order to answer a question. People are getting, in order to maintain a dogma, people are getting worried now about Jesus and his drugs. I saw it in New York. People are getting worried about it now. It's a thing, people.
So for Ptolemy or anyone to
Ptolemy.
commission a work that would be written in a Jewish Greek, not in Greek, makes little sense.
Yes, this whole thing you're making up makes little sense.
Yeah, why would you create some new Jewish Greek? Why wouldn't you just
Right.
make it into real Greek?
Right. So that was probably the Greek that was spoken by the Jews of Alexandria.
That was probably okay right there. There is nothing that a classical linguist hates more than the word probably. Absolutely not. You know what we do with probability? We chuck it, baby. You can't translate probability. You got to have facts here, right? If I am making you a concoction of drugs, you better know that I've got my measurements right? And that's what these languages are, right?
So it was written for them. It was not. So that's the language the Greek that they had for their own identity in Alexandria, and there was a pretty large community within of Jews in Alexandria from the beginning, from Alexander, them in Alexandria. Into is not Greek.
Okay,
and that's extremely important to realize. And unfortunately, a lot in many cases that is not really. People don't realize this as they should.
So when you want to compare Hebrew to Greek, how much Hebrew literature is there from that time?
Oh, that's a great question.
The Dead Sea Scrolls are from when again?
Okay, people, remember, how much Hebrew literature is there? The answer is 0, and I've been telling you that for months.
Dead Sea Scrolls are later.
They're like 200.
Yeah, I mean, some people date really the first fragments to late 3rd century. I'm not sure I would necessarily subscribe to that dating. It's all based on the scripts and on the form.
Much, I don't know how much philosophical text, medical text, legal text do we have in Hebrew?
Almost nothing.
Nothing.
Oh no, it's still not correct. It's not almost nothing. It's nothing.
Medical text and philosophical text as such prior to the to the maybe 2nd century before the Common Era. It starts maybe if I want.
Okay, people, that's enough. That's enough of that. I just want you to see that what I've been telling you is not garbage. Do you understand? Right? And the cracks are there. Look what happened. They flew this guy from Haifa all the way in to correct what Ammon and the Satanic congregation said. Do you see what I'm saying? Fantastic. Please, Chewy, give me some comments on that. I want people to see. Why is this so important? Why is this so important? People are constantly asking me, what about the reaction that people have? People are slandering and they're saying awful, terrible things about you, and the idiots come along and put a picture with dunce on it, right? And what happens to these untrained morons when they jump into the ring with somebody who actually knows what they're doing? They look exactly like what they are. They look like kips. And even worse, somebody who doesn't have that training looks like a profiteer, right? They flew Gad all the way in and throw him at Danny so that he could defend. And what against Ammon's reality? And what was the defense? Look at him. It's the creation. Hebrew Greek. You ask any classical philologist on the planet, call him right now. Satanic congregation, call your local classical philologist and say, what is Hebrew? And see, they're going to say, what the hell are you talking about? You can say the Septuagint, and they're going to tell you the Septuagint is in Greek. Is that what you're talking about? Oh God, it's amazing. They will tell you the earth is flat if it props up their monist bullshit. And you are expected to swallow it. Well, you know what? I'm done swallowing, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go on a tour. I'm ready to go on a tour and to bring you the maestro's music. Oh, God. We're going to antichrist this place, people. I'm going to get a list of cities and say, who's near here? Who wants to see this? Yeah, they're just mad. You're challenging them, right? And their fairy story, right? The one that powers them to steal and oppress, right? What is the whole narrative setting for? In the Middle Ages, when the Christian monists were setting the narrative, what happens to them? They became rich. They became rich, people. Do you know what happens when you combine Christianity and governance? You get a very small minority of very wealthy people torturing a large number of very fearful people. Yeah, fantastic. Give me, what's his name? Give me an audio. How do I get an audio clip, Chewy? Can you do it? People, here's an audio clip for you. Check it out.
In the Middle Ages, evil spirits of antiquity were transformed into demons, prowling about everywhere to tempt mankind. The demons dwelt in the innermost parts of the earth. The globe and its waters were seen as the center of the universe. Outside this, the Middle Ages postulated first a layer of air, then a layer of fire. Beyond this layer of fire moved the planets. Each planet was fixed in its sphere, which was mobile and transparent. Beyond the planets, the stars were attached to another sky. In the outermost circle, Almighty God was enthroned, surrounded by 9 angelic choirs. And it was God who controlled the world machinery. In the bowels of the earth was hell and its eternal torments, one of which was to find yourself being put into a boiling cauldron. Here, one of the damned is thrown directly into the fire. Here's a demon giving one of the damned a drink of horrid brimstone liquid. This scene gives an accurate picture of the conceptions of the Middle Ages. Look at these two demons stoking the fire so energetically beneath the cauldron.
So that was William Burroughs, right? And what's interesting, a note I'll just make on the side, besides the whole video, which is fantastic, right, is the fact that they start out with the picture that's the cover of my second book. I thought that was fantastic, right? Exactly. Hail Lady Babylon. I love that. Hail the demons, right? On fire. You betcha. Give me one more of those Burroughs. Give me the shorter one. Go ahead, Joey.
Lock them out and bar the door. Lock them out forevermore. Nook and cranny, window, door, seal them out forevermore. Curse, go back. Curse, go back. Back with double fear and flack. Curse, go back. Curse, go back. Back with double pain and lack. Silver arrow through the night. Silver arrow, take thy flight. Silver arrow, seek and find. Cursing heart and cursing mind.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Burroughs. That guy, he must have got a little piece of him, got caught up with me. I'm going to take him to force him to do stuff. Is that third clip? Okay, Chewy wants me to play that. Here's one more. Burroughs, go ahead.
Here, a sorcerer and a witch set fire to a village with a magic spell. Witches were also believed capable of healing the sick with powders and magic brews. When the witch celebrated the Sabbath at night with the demons, she was stark naked. Women who wanted to take part in these ceremonies made secret visits to the witches, where the old hags rubbed their backs with magic ointment. Thanks to this procedure, they could fly to the Sabbath on broomsticks. At the Sabbath, their first duty was to profane the sacred symbol of the cross. Satan gives each participant a special name. Next, a solemn feast takes place. Decaying corpses from the gallows usually made up the main course. All the witches had to show their respect for Satan by kissing his ass. After an erotic caper with the demons, these women of the damned return home at first cockcrow.
Yeah. Oh, God. It was the kissing of the anuses. Wow. I told you guys, nobody ever believes me, right? They think I'm making this stuff up. Not everybody does, right? Right? You don't make up stuff in life in order to do anything but maybe make some cash, and I'm not making cash, right? So we're all in the up and up. Fantastic. I'm willing the portal opens. Fantastic. Thank you, Boggs. He'll say, nice, Bishop. Nice comment. Nice comment. Okay. What I want to do then with the time that we have remaining is to give you the outline. To give you the outline of what I need from the level of an evangelical antichrist thing. What is that? What even is that, right? I would like to travel, and it seems that people enjoy when I travel to see them, and it was fantastic. It was very much fantastic. But what I am looking for is to bring you a very concrete message within a 60-minute. I'm refining it. Maybe I can get some advice on this, but I'm refining it to a 60-minute. Don't you think? More than that, I went way too long in New York. Oh, God, it was too long. And I realized, oh, whoops, I took them too far, right? I got kind of cheeky. There's a lot of stuff going on. And fortunately, I didn't know it. People, did you know you can walk down the street of New York City and smoke a fatty? Did you know that? No, nobody even looks at it. Didn't even notice you. It was invisibility, absolute invisibility. It was amazing, right? To Bama. Oh God, to Bama. I think I'm gonna do most of these missions solo. And by the way, one of the people that I talked to was from Ukraine, and I meant to get his information. But he mentioned going to Ukraine, and I thought, you know what? That would be epic. Satanic congregation, what if I went to Ukraine? What would you think? Oh, God, it would have to be a noble thing. You know what I mean? We couldn't mess around, right? It would have to be completely noble. Canada, oh, my God, I didn't even think of it. Oh, my God, Canada, right? Right, of course. Canada would love to. Canada, right? Ominous, right? That's right. People, the music. You know, speaking of rock, the music that I'm using, and I'm saying using it because this stuff is new. I don't know exactly what to do with it. It's so pungent. That's what I would say. If this music that I've got and that I've been given the go-ahead to use as dithyram, it is so, oh God, caustic. It's caustic. It's like the sulfur in a purification ritual, right? It's the sulfur of the purification ritual, and I play it on people, and I use it on people. And it's lovely. And I said everything I wanted in New York. I looked around the audience. I didn't see any children, right? I didn't see anybody underage. It was all adult New Yorkers. So I was like, okay, right? And bam, you can give people the exact truth, and not everybody liked it, right? The truth is painful, right? But this is what I want to do. I just have a dream of traveling this country, right? And bringing the gospel in Ukraine, right? Because then why do we need the gospel in Ukraine? Yeah. You know what really needs to happen? That's where the attention of everybody should be going. You know what I mean? Wherever the people are being massacred, wherever people are being brutally killed by rich assholes, right? It's always rich. What poor asshole do you know has a missile, right? They just shot Vlad and his scumbags, just shot a whole bunch of them right into Kyiv, right? How would you like that, people? Right? If the Canadians started doing that to us, lobbing missiles in, you'd be angry. And right, you would feel righteous cause, because truth and justice are the American way, baby. Right? That generation that we are so proud of, that fought for all of that, these good relations, right? And that idiot walks in there, right, and breaks the whole thing apart, right? Time to go to Ukraine. It would be nice. I could give shows from Ukraine. You and I could meet the people. Exactly. Righteous cause, right? That's a righteous cause, right? Now somebody says here, go to, already thought, or been there, already thought that. And what I'm thinking is it's surrounded, right? The only way to be able to get in there would be to go in with someone like Kitchens, right? World Kitchens or something, and they killed them too, right? Terrible. Oh God, wherever the people are suffering, right? Think of this. Imagine this for a minute. Imagine a religion that said, look, people shouldn't suffer due to your greed. Oh, I'm sorry. They already did that in antiquity. That's what Orphic religion is all about. You go around purifying people of their greed. And that's what I want to do in America, people. That's what I want to do. I want to be there. And when you reach out to people and freeing people, it's incredible to see what it does to their mind, right? You can see it in their eyes. You can see it. And after a while, you have people who come to you and say, people, I want you to know this. Satanic congregation, I've got people who came to me in New York and said, I traveled halfway across the country. And that made me feel like totally humble. I was like, oh God, right? It makes you want to be that much better at giving them the stuff that it, you know what I mean? To honor that. But reaching out to these people and seeing how it changes, they come to you and say, changed me in this way. And it's always toward freedom. You can free people of Jesus. You can free people of monism. It's not just Jesus, it's monism. It's Islam, Jesus, right? Judaism. Those monisms can be released from the psyche of society to revive civilization. I am a physician, and I have been given instructions by the devil, a satanic commission, and I am going to bring the gospel of the Antichrist to you. Right? Fantastic. And no money off it. Devil has the same clause, people. You know how it goes. I can't make any profit off of it. So you've got to pay. I have like tiny the digits in my account. I'm poor, man. I'm telling you, I'm in the bottom 10. Okay, I'm in the bottom 10%. So you're gonna have to pay for Uber and airport, or whatever, bus, train. I'll take a bus, man. You know what I mean? So if you get me there in a venue, right? Where I can speak to people. We'll do it, and we'll bring this country and anybody else who wants it around us, right? We'll bring them to the Renaissance, and the music will purge their brains. It's stuff from it. Let me just tell you this. It's stuff from the artist who made this reached into the guitar strings themselves and pulled out sounds that shouldn't be there. Sounds that shouldn't be there. Oh God, it's magic. It's the most real magic there is. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And oh God, it is so acidic. It is so acidic. I'm going to call it acidic. That's what I'm going to call it. This is acidic rock. I love it. All right. And it's from the Priest of Apollo. Thank you, Priest of Apollo. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming today, people. I want tomorrow night's Lady Babylon to be something really, really special. I bring to you a new document, one we've never looked at, that says everything Amen has been telling you is right. All spelled out. It is gorgeousness and gorgiosity, and you and I are gonna be free. Hail Satan.
Lovely Diana, reign with magic, death seducer. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Her arrows darken the sky, a flight of ravens flying through. Ophir harp, dark lord melody shining through. Death inducer, raining blood, bite your lip. Bellissima in the vampire dress, cracking leather whips. Reign with your magic. Hail Satan, spells of Lucifer. Hail Satan, captain of the wheel. Hail Satan, the lake of fire is clear. Sing the muse. Reign with magic, death inducer. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Goat head soup, it's magic. You can have a giant rump. Devil in a tight dress, whiplash. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Mr. Sandman with the hot purple anointing cream. It knocks him out. The drugs weigh a ton. Snow blonde, do your makeup. Girl, be my private dancer. Hakate says I'm her main squeeze. Lucifer, the light bearer.